Right.
It started back in 2005. I made a studio in this room before it was just still my actual bedroom.
Looked a little different than this.
It did look a little bit different. I did it for music, but then I got into podcasting. I read an article in the newspaper about some podcasts that were out there, and iTunes just started doing podcasts. So then I thought, this would be a great vehicle for my dad to rant about things, and it was called Jack's Soapbox was the podcast idea that I made up. But he bailed out on it. He didn't want to do it. And
well, I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
To be fair, I had no idea what you're talking about.
So that kind of went for it was like a month or two, and then we really got into Lost. And we went when the season premiere of season 2 premiere came out. I was looking all over message boards, and then you did your notes and I did my notes, and we were talking about the TV show. And I think when we were doing that, I was just like, "This is it. This is what we should do a podcast about." And he agreed. He was like, "You're right. This is a great idea."
Well, to be honest, to be fair, I didn't think it'd last more than 2 weeks.
Yeah. But still, at least at this time you were into it. Like you said, you would do it.
I said I would do it. My wife said, your mom said, just do it for the kid. just do it. Make him happy.
So I taught myself how podcasts were made in a week and figured out all the ins and outs, put up a website, and then we did our first show, actually recorded at the ice rink that we both worked at the time.
13 minutes of gold.
Yeah. So yeah, our first episode was very bad, but that was the start of it. We had 80 listeners the first week.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
And,
which was great.
Yeah, that was a lot. I was like, man, that's a lot of people. And then from 80 listeners to the close of Lost, we had over 100,000 listeners and 10 million downloads, and number 4 on iTunes. And so that was our humble start.
Yes.
I mean, we've accomplished a lot. Considering we started out just kind of in a garage, so to speak, in this bedroom.
We have mics now.
Yeah, we have mics. But we got to do a lot of things and accomplish a lot of things.
Meet a lot of the actors that we podcast about.
Yep, we've been on the red carpet for Lost premieres. We did a very successful Lost finale party. We sold out the Orpheum Theater in downtown LA.
Over 2,000 crazy Lost fans were there.
Over 2,000.
Yeah. Michael Emerson, who played Benjamin Linus, was there.
Yeah, he closed out the show, and we did interviews with him. We've covered Comic-Con for the past 7 years or 6 years now? 6 years. And we've had panels at Comic-Con, as well as doing press for Comic-Con. We've also gotten awards. We got the Best in Entertainment Award for the Podcast Awards, which is the highest honor for podcasts. Also got picked on iTunes Best Podcast of 2006, and also have topped the iTunes, or come close to topping the iTunes Top 100 in podcasts. We got number 4. One of the few independent podcasts to get in the top 5. So we've gotten to accomplish a lot in our time so far, and it's been a cool journey. And
which has also led to us helping raise money for Autism Speaks. We raised over $65,000 in the last 5 years.
Yep.
For the charity, so
and that's a good event. We bring in a lot of our friends, some of our celebrity friends, and some of our podcasting friends. We have Ed Hockley every year, the famous NFL referee who's on Sports Illustrated.
We work out the same place.
Yeah,
obviously you can tell. I wear my shirts loose now.
One of my favorites is Tad Stones, though, who is creator of Darkwing Duck. He also worked a lot in Disney for a lot of different things. Darkwing Duck's probably
Jorge Garcia has always been played Hurley on Lost. Has always helped us out.
And so yeah, our work with Autism Speaks has been a big part of what we've done the past 6 years, and we're going to continue that. We're going to have a different approach this year, which I think will make it even more successful and more fun. So overall, it's been a good ride, and we are pretty happy.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of a big question that everybody asks podcasters, because it's usually they burn out after a little while.
Pod faders is what they're called.
Yeah. We've been lucky enough to monetize our podcast in the past couple of years, and so we started out with an advertising-based model. Now we're going into a subscriber-based model. There's definitely a lot of challenges that go on with that, but that is where we're going to in the future, a subscriber-based, where we have a consistent revenue system that brings in money consistently. We're able to furnish this very nice studio that we work in now. But that's where we're going into the future. We're doing different podcast-related TV shows, pop culture shows, and they'll be directly focused to the listener and kind of getting more community-based podcasting. So we've kind of moved on from just doing the one Lost show into doing several different shows about different TV shows, about sports, relationship advice shows, pop culture shows. So we're continuing strong with the podcast, and it's been probably keep on going.
All right, thank you for your guys' time.
No problem.
Thank you.